Hey guys, hope you're doing very well. In today's video I'm going to do another tattoo etiquette video. Now, unlike my Romeo Lacoste one, which most of you guys ended up really liking, so thank you for that. That means a lot to me. A lot of research went into that. But unlike that one, this one isn't going to be a drag fest because this is on a YouTuber that I actually have a lot of respect for. Her name is Jackie Aina. She's been on YouTube for quite a while now. She's a beauty vlogger, beauty guru, whatever you want to call that side of YouTube. I don't know what they call themselves anymore. But yeah, the reason why I have like a lot of respect for Jackie and what she does is she's not the run-of-the-mill beauty YouTuber who just sits there, puts on makeup and is like, oh my gosh, I'm like so pretty, look at me. She uses her channel very well and very wisely. She's like an advocate for how makeup companies need to come up with a wider range of shades within foundation. Like if I think back to when I was like 18, that was like 10 years ago, you know, shopping in like Boots or Superdrug or wherever, there was not that many shades at all. Now I suffer from the other side of things. I'm just very pale, so foundations on me always look orange. I'm blessed at the moment because I have a massive light on me, so that drowns out the fact that I look orange. But I've always struggled on that side of things. But at least with me being pale, there was at least an option there for me. Yes, it was the wrong tone or the wrong undertone, but at least I had the option to have a fucked up foundation. But with deeper, darker skin tones, they never had anything in drugstores, like nothing, never. I don't ever remember anything like that ever. But she's been an advocate, and obviously with Fenty Beauty coming out and doing like, I can't remember how many shades it was it like 30 or 28, I'm not sure, but Fenty Beauty come out with like all the shades you can think of, and Jackie has been talking about it and preaching about it and saying, hey, makeup companies, wake up, you know, there's deeper, darker skin tones around wanting to do makeup, we're here, cater to us, you have an audience type thing. So she uses her channel for a very good reason, and I just have a lot of respect for her, so I'm not here to drag her at all. That's not my motive behind that video. I know this is a long intro, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to put it out there. I have nothing against her personally at all. I have a lot of respect for her. She just misspoke in one of her newer videos. So if you're new here, if you've kind of found my channel because I use Jackie Aina in the title or whatever, which seems to happen quite a bit when I do these videos, I make these tattoo etiquette videos just to talk about tattoos. The main videos I make on this channel are tattoo related, like I'd say 95% of my videos are tattoo related. I talk about everything within tattoos. You may not think there's a lot to talk about within tattoos, but there is so much. It's just something I'm very passionate about. So the way Jackie Aina is passionate about, you know, shade range within makeup, I'm passionate about tattoos and the way you should go about getting tattoos and stuff like that. It's just my passion. If you don't agree with my passion, that's okay, but don't take away from what matters to me. It may not matter to you, but it matters to me, so thought I'd throw that one out there. So like I was saying, I have a lot of respect for Jackie. I watch every single one of her uploads. She's one of the few beauty YouTubers that I watch. Like I was saying, she actually has a message behind her channel. I kind of don't really watch that many beauty bloggers, beauty YouTubers, just because they all end up doing the same thing, or they review the same thing and they don't really have a message behind their channel. It's just not my kind of thing, but Jackie is definitely one of the YouTubers that I watch avidly. She recently uploaded a video, I had to write it down because my memory is so bad. It was called What We Never Knew We Needed, and she tested out Beauty Bakery foundations. She did like a whole wear test. She did a check-in at the end, and at the end of the video where she's talking about how the foundation wears and stuff like that, she showcased a new tattoo that she has, and I think it might be her first tattoo, I'm not sure. I've never seen any other tattoos on her, and she does a lot of like fashion videos and stuff, so she's always showcasing her beautiful skin. If not, she's not very visibly tattooed anyway, so she doesn't have many. So what I'm going to do for you guys is play the clip that I'm on about. I'm going to play it in full for you guys so you can see what maybe made me do this video. If you've been here a while, you'll probably figure out straight away. If not, you may not, but I'll talk about it afterwards.
Oh, by the way, my tattoo though, like, oh my god, it looks even cuter on camera. Get out of here. So cute. Yes, we know tattoos of eyelashes are not original and it's been done before, but like, I think that people don't really know that like it's okay to get a tattoo that other people have. Like, it's It's okay, you know? Like a lot of people have tongue rings. It doesn't stop them from getting it. It's not that deep.
So now that we've watched this clip, some of the people that maybe have come over from another realm that's watching this video may be like, okay, so what she said in that clip isn't wrong. Like, what's your issue? Why are you making this video? This is pointless. She pretty much said in her clip that copying tattoos isn't that deep. It's like getting a tongue piercing. You know, people with the tongue piercings, are they copying each other type of thing? Tongue piercings and tattoos are completely different. Like, they are miles apart from each other. They may be in the same sort of body modification world, but in that world, tattoos and tongue piercings are like, they're over here. They are miles apart. Now, I feel like she made this statement of copying tattoos isn't that deep because I think, I could be wrong, but I think Nikki Tutorials also has false eyelash tattoos on her arm, somewhere around in her forearm here. I'm not entirely sure. But I think she said that to defend herself from the Nikki Tutorials army that may have come and attacked her. So I can understand why she said that in a defensive way, saying, oh, it's not that deep, you know, like, it's like a tongue piercing, like, who cares? But in tattoo world, copying tattoos is a massive no-no. Again, it's one of those things that if you're in this world, you understand it. If you're outside of this world, you may not understand it. You may be thinking, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm going to try and explain it to you as quickly and as shortly as possible. I've done a lot of videos about tattoo copying. I'll leave relative links down below for you guys if you want to know more about it. With Jackie's tattoo, it's obviously a simple tattoo. It's just a pair of eyelashes or whatever. So there's not much you could do to it to change it, otherwise it won't look like a pair of eyelashes anymore. It probably look like a spider or something. I don't know. So with Jackie's tattoo, she's kind of exempt from this whole tattoo copying thing. But to throw out a blanket statement of saying it's not that deep, you know, go for it, copy tattoos, it's just like, oh, like for me it's like painful to hear because she has a massive following and obviously loads of people look up to Jackie, especially younger ones. So hearing, you know, a person you love say, oh hey, you know, it's okay to copy tattoos, kind of like painful because tattoo education isn't much of a thing. You know, you kind of have to wing it, you have to find out things yourself. Obviously there's other YouTubers like me that talk about tattoos from time to time, but we are quite a niche market, I don't know how to word it, but not a lot of people kind of seek out tattoo information. They kind of just go to a tattoo studio, take a picture and expect the tattoo artist to copy it. Now of course there are tattoo artists out there that do stuff like that, but they're not seen as good people within the tattoo world. They get called out for it a lot. If you follow a lot of tattoo artists on Instagram or tattoo pages on Instagram, you will know this. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick rundown for you guys that don't know why tattoo copying is bad. Okay, so let's talk about her comparing a tongue piercing to a tattoo and saying it's not that deep. You know, everyone with a tongue piercing, are they copying each other? No, not really. So it's the same for tattoos. It's completely different. It's very different. So with tongue piercings, they literally take, what, 5 minutes to do. I've had my tongue pierced in total like 3 times in my life. So yeah, they take about 3 to 5 to 10 minutes maximum to do the whole process. With big custom piece tattoos, again with Jackie's tattoo, using her tattoo is a very bad example in this, but big custom tattoos, say this one here or this one or this one, these are all very big custom piece tattoos and they can take hours, and I mean hours, to draw, to come up with. You know, artists will erase it, they'll start again, and then they'll, you know, do a drawing and then they'll scrap that drawing, and they have to incorporate all the ideas that the client has. So with custom drawn tattoos, there is so much that goes into them. It's not a 5-minute job like a tongue piercing. There is so much work that goes into them, and to come along and copy that is so bad. Like, imagine if Jackie Aina come out with an eyeshadow palette and it was very elaborate, it had a lot of artwork to it, she put so much effort into the eyeshadow names and the colours and stuff like that, and she releases it, and then I come along, what, 2-3 months later after seeing her palette and think, oh, you know what, I want to do the exact same thing, and I come out with the exact same eyeshadow colours, the exact same eyeshadow names, the exact same palette component, whatever you want to call it, and then I just slap my name on it instead of Jackie's. What does that make me? That makes me such an arsehole, because I've stolen her idea, I've literally taken her hard work, copied and traced it, put my name on it. No, it's the exact same thing for custom drawn tattoos. You'll get a tattoo artist that spends hours on a tattoo design, and maybe hours and months or even like a year doing this tattoo, because sometimes a big custom piece can take like a year to do within sessions, say 4 or 5 hour sessions each month. You know, there's a lot of hard work that goes into tattoos. Again, you may not think that if you're not in this kind of world, but when you're in this world, you can see the hard labour that goes into these tattoos. Imagine if I painted the Mona Lisa, like right now, right this second, and I claimed that I did it. It's just like such a dick move. Like, you just don't do that. You do not take something that you haven't worked hard for and put your name on it. And that's why tattoo copying is such a big issue. There's another personal reason as to why tattoo copying is bad. So imagine I got this custom drawn tattoo right here, and it had a very personal, significant meaning to me. Maybe it was in memorial for a family member or a friend, or it represents a good time in my life, or maybe a bad time in my life, and you've spent hours and hours and hours coming up with ideas with your tattoo artist, you know, scrapping ideas, putting ideas in, thinking of a colour palette and stuff like that. And it can take maybe a few sessions and a lot of money to go through getting this tattoo. Imagine 6 months down the line from getting your tattoo, you know, your tattoo's healed, you're very happy with it. Imagine scrolling through Instagram all of a sudden and you see your tattoo on someone else. This is the tattoo that means a lot to you. It's a tattoo that you spent a lot of money on. This is a tattoo that you come up with through your own brain and through your artist's creativity. It's just like a very, very, very sucky feeling. Or imagine if someone sends you a message saying, oh hey, I love your tattoo, I got the exact same tattoo, and they send you a picture of it. Or imagine getting a message from your friend saying, hey, is this your tattoo? And they send a picture to you and it's on a completely different person. And it's a sucky feeling. I know there's a lot of my viewers that have gone through that. There's a couple of YouTubers that have gone through that. And it's just not a nice feeling, because you pay all this money for a custom drawn tattoo and someone else is taking it, they're taking credit for it, and they haven't gone through the hard work of coming up with the idea. Leading on from that, when you get a custom drawn tattoo, you are literally paying for that artwork as well. So not only are you paying for the tattoo itself, you're paying for the tattoo artist's hard work and the artwork and the hours they have spent drawing this tattoo for you. It's like when you commission some artwork, so say you find an artist on Instagram that you really like and you're like, oh, I would love an art piece by this artist on Instagram, so you pay them however much money it is. They draw it up for you and then they send it to you either through post or through email or whatever. You have paid for that artist's time and that artist's creativity, and you're also paying for it to guarantee that this is going to be maybe the only one. Pay for it to guarantee that you will be the only person to have that type thing, you know? It's like a mutual respect, a mutual agreement to say, hey, this is for you, it's for nobody else, you've paid for this type thing. So that's another reason why tattoo copying is just a big no-no, because you're paying for a one-off piece. It's like going to a designer and getting them to make you a custom wedding dress, or a custom t-shirt, or a custom suit that's kind of unique, you know? And then imagine getting that and you wear it on like a red carpet, or you wear it to an event, and then all of a sudden a friend or someone else that's seen it on the internet goes to another seamstress or another designer and say, hey, I want that exact same thing. Let me use another example in case you're still struggling with this whole tattoo copying as a bad idea situation. There is brands like Zara and Forever 21, for example, that get sued quite a bit because they will take designs from small artists or small creators from Instagram or Pinterest or wherever people put their designs nowadays. The people from Forever 21 or Zara will browse the internet and find designs from small unknown people that don't have much of a following, and they'll take those designs, they'll put it on their t-shirt or on their socks or wherever, and they'll claim it as their own, and they won't give any credit to the original artist. And sometimes, you know, these artists don't even find out, or sometimes they do find out, and because they're such small creators, they struggle, you know, making a noise about it. I see it a lot on Twitter where people are reposting or retweeting or whatever articles from newspapers or blog posts or whatever where small creators have tried to fight against Zara or Forever 21 because they've taken their idea with no permission. It's just rude. It is really, really rude to claim something that isn't yours as yours. There's also musicians that get sued a lot also because they have taken something that isn't theirs. They've sampled a bit of music that isn't theirs and they have zero permission to do so, so they'll get in trouble for it or whatever. It's just wrong across the board to take something that isn't yours. I know that tattoos are seen as sort of underground or whatever, and not a lot of people like tattoos, or tattoos aren't, I mean, they're kind of mainstream nowadays, but they're not as mainstream as, you know, like Forever 21 or Zara or whatever, or musicians. So they kind of get overlooked with this whole tattoo copying thing. I honestly think within the next 10 to 20 years there's going to be some lawsuits to do with tattoos, especially the very well-known tattoo artists that earn a lot of money. They have the money to sue people for taking their tattoos and their designs and their artwork. They have the money for that. But unfortunately, you know, with the little guys, with the little artists that don't have much of a following, that don't charge ridiculous amounts of money, they can't sue people, they can't go after the people that have taken their designs because it's just so expensive. But I feel like that may change within the next 10 to 20 years, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether that would be a thing, but I feel like as tattoos become more mainstream, it could be a thing. There's a lot of other reasons why taking other people's tattoos is just a bad idea, but they are the main points. They're the ones that are probably going to make more sense to the people that aren't in the tattoo world. But just for a rundown, it's just common decency not to take something that is not yours. You didn't pay for it. It's stealing. Honestly, it is stealing or copying, whatever you want to call it, but you didn't come up with the design. You didn't pay for the custom drawn piece. It's not yours to take. It's as simple as that. It's not the same as getting a tongue piercing. Again, tongue piercings take 5-10 minutes. Custom drawn tattoos can take hours to draw, maybe days to draw. They can take a day to put on someone's skin, or they can take a year to put on someone's skin. It's just like, it's someone's hard work, and you can't just take it, you know, like it's nothing. You can't just take it like it's your friend's swear. Again, like I was saying earlier, Jackie's tattoo is a small tattoo. It's not really like a custom drawn tattoo. There's not much she could have done to it to change it at all. This video was more to point out the fact that copying tattoos is a big deal, and you can't just throw a blanket statement over it like it's the same as getting a tongue piercing. It's not the same at all. Again, there's absolutely no hate towards Jackie. It's just correcting what she's been saying. That's all it is. It's not that deep. You know, I'm not attacking her. I'm not being horrible to her at all. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Again, I will leave relative links down below to other relative videos if you want to know more about this topic or whatever. Please don't send any hate towards Jackie if you are one of my viewers or whatever. I know you guys like to behave yourself. This was not done for a hate match or some drama or whatever. This is just what I do on my channel. I don't need to explain myself anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing very, very well, and until my next video, bye.